Chow with Chow. Today we're making homemade cinnamon rolls. These cinnamon rolls are gooey and fluffy with just the right amount of sweetness. Every time I would go to the mall, I would get hit with a super strong craving of cinnamon rolls. And these are just like the ones at the mall, except even better. Plus, they're also super fun to make. To start on the dough, we're going to need 1 cup of warm milk with a packet of dry instant yeast. The warm milk helps to activate the yeast. I'm also putting in some room temperature eggs, some melted butter, sugar, and a little bit of salt. Right on top of that, we're going to add 4 cups of flour, and then I'll mix this all up with my beater blade until it's all combined. I love the small VC dough. Now I'm going to switch over to my dough hook. I'm going to knead this for about 5 minutes or until the dough is nice and smooth and elastic. And if it's a little too sticky, we can always sprinkle in some more flour. Now when the dough is finished, it should still be a little tacky and stick to the sides of the bowl, but we don't want to add too much flour. So once that's finished, I'll pour this dough into this other bowl that I've oiled, and then we'll let it rest here for about 30 minutes until it's doubled in size. Good morning. Oh, look at him, he's beautiful. Now I've laid out a silicone mat to prevent it from sticking to my counter, and we'll add a little bit of flour. And let's roll this cutie out. Hello. Oh, wow. Now we're trying to roll it out to about a rectangle shape to where the dough is 1/4 inch thick. All right, yay, now this is my favorite part. I have some softened butter that's been sitting out at room temperature, and I'll take a little bit of it, and spread it all over my cinnamon rolls. Oh, wow. It's so therapeutic to spread this butter. Now I have cinnamon and brown sugar, and I'll just combine this, and then we'll sprinkle it all over that buttered dough. Beautiful. I'm just gonna get in there with my hands. Isn't that gorgeous? Awesome. Now to finish it, we're going to roll it all the way up from the bottom. Now, if you wanted to make those really big cinnamon rolls that are cafe styled, you could roll it up from the short side, but that will make just fewer cinnamon rolls. So I think for today, I'm just going to make the normal sized ones. And now you also want to make sure you're rolling it up pretty tight so we can get a lot of swirls in our cinnamon roll. So I've noticed that using a serrated knife instead of a smooth knife helps prevent the dough from getting smushed when you're cutting it. So with a log of this size, we can probably get about 12 cinnamon rolls out of this, but if you notice my ends are a little irregular shaped, so I'll just slice them off and save them for another bake. Look at these pretty little swirls. Now these need to sit and rise for another 10 to 15 minutes or about until they're double in size again. Wow, these look amazing. I can't wait to eat these. The oven is preheated and these are ready to pop into the oven. But before we do, a trick I learned is to pour over some warm, heavy cream right over the tops of the cinnamon rolls. This helps them get really rich and gooey, so when they come out of the oven, they're really sticky and delicious. These will go into the oven at 375 for about 22 minutes or until they're golden brown. Ooh, look at these cinnamon rolls. They look amazing. Oh, they're gooey and fluffy, and you can eat them plain or with some cream cheese frosting that I made earlier. The recipe for this frosting can be found on our website at chowwithchow.com. But no matter how you eat them, I hope you enjoy, and thanks again for watching Chow with Chow.